dramatic moment, I will certainly not stop him on that.
All right.
But how dramatic can we really be with that? At the same time, I suppose. What could possibly go wrong in this part?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was method acting from Brian as he's getting into the part of Squitter Cutbait.
He's ever out of the part of Squitter?
Squitter says, Squitters never die. Wait.
Isn't that a Judas Priest song? Oh, that's Evil Never Dies. Same thing.
No, I'm pretty sure that was a Goonies quote.
Steve, I can barely hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No one really wants to hear me anyway. But
Step up and
you
stand out.
are low for me.
all right, let me go and you go to the user settings.
I know I'm always loud. Sorry. I've tried to compensate.
Because I have my output volume. No, my input volume. Is that better?
Yes.
Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it too loud?
Nope.
No.
Okay. All right.
Oh, damn, I should have made some chocolate milk. I should have got water. I forgot what I got up for.
You have time. You have time.
I mean, I can get up anytime and do it. I have headless
No,
headphones. So
you
really-
Yeah. Give a shit about your rules, Steve.
Once you sit in that chair, you're mine.
Yeah.
I live by my own frontiers.
Make sure that everyone, and I mean mainly Rodney, Mike is working and being recorded.
Mike is working and being recorded.
Okay, well, you better pay that guy because.
Yeah, because Mike doesn't come cheap.
All right. So speaking of Mike's working and recording, are we rolling?
Oh, we've been rolling.
God damn, that sucks.
I went to high school with Ben Rolling.
All right, well then, welcome to Old School Essentials. Tonight we're playing Monday Night Heroes.
For what?
I almost said Tomb of Horrors because we were talking about that earlier, but it's not Tomb of Horrors. It's Temple of Elemental Evil.
I mean, it might become a Tomb of Horrors the way we've been going.
I mean, I suppose we could make it the Temple of Elemental Horrors, but let's not tempt fate there.
All right. So
I was implying we were going to die, but okay.
Yeah, we got really close there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Matt, who are you playing?
I'm Tommy Thompson, boy inventor with my pal Clanky. We're on a big adventure.
Not really. I'm Dagmark Ironrune, priest of Moradin, Lord of the Forge.
I thought you were a little further south than Tommy Thompsonville. Wasn't he Wisconsin's problem?
Was Tommy Thompson's Wisconsin problem? I don't know.
Yeah, he was.
What, Wisconsin Dells?
No, he was governor for a while when I lived there. And then they sent him to the Senate because, evil never dies.
I was just trying to come up with the name of a boy adventurer.
Yeah, Tommy Thompson was never.
There was no deeper depth than that.
Sure, he's somewhere down there just going, yes, go.
Say my name one more time.
Speaking of the Midwest, the upper Midwest, Brian.
Oh, I am playing Squitter Cutbait, Bard Extraordinaire, Master of the Bagpipes and the Cowbell of Doom. Oh wait, no, just battle goat summoning, but still it'll do. And maybe an elemental or two. I'm working on it.
You know what I'm thinking of, though, just to make this interesting, is I'm thinking of
Oh,
as Squid or Cutbait gets hit die, his goats do too.
nice.
You know that opens up the door to ultra mega goat.
It does.
Tyrannogoat.
So these goats, they look like lions.
Yes. They could.
Oh shit! All right, Nico, how you doing?
I just heard something fall in the other room, and I don't know if I should get up and see what it was.
It's a cat.
I'm very sure it's a cat. Problem is, was it the cat or was it something the cat knocked over? Never mind, they're wrestling.
Cat knocked over.
They decided to come through the door themselves and show me I am playing timpani, and I am probably very mentally disheveled today. And she's a ranger. Possibly.
And then finally, there is good old Rodney.
I am playing Silric, champion of the woods, wielder of the forces of the cosmos, and all-around average elf.
Purveyor of cookies.
Yes,
Man, nobody told me about cookies.
they're magic cookies.
I don't know about that.
I'm an elf. Everything
I
I do is magic.
No, I mean I don't know about eating them.
You got to get the EL fudge ones. Those are the great ones.
Double stuff EL fudge.
Going a little far.
I just like the stripes, personally.
All right. And maybe Jay will be in later on as Baltana, the thief. So fingers crossed. Last time you guys had found the lair of the head honcho of the Temple of Elemental Evil, with his concubines and a lot of interesting stuff, including a totem in the shape of a skull of the asshole god Ayus.
Ooh.
Yeah. that's it.
And Dagmark, knowing full well that Ayus is an asshole, was going to get rid of this skull in a violent, possibly hammer smashed way. And Ayus did not really enjoy that. So he was going to smite Dagmark, like you do.
As you
But
do.
Dagmark being the good cleric of Moradin, the dutiful cleric of Moradin, the lucky cleric of Moradin, Moradin intervened. But the jig was up, and all hell broke loose.
Again.
And now their presence is known in the fourth level of this dungeon, the most dangerous part of this dungeon, I might add.
Nice.
So after burning down his quarters, they set the rugs on fire.
I would like to point out Wisdom 13, Int 9. That's my boy.
After setting the rugs on fire and barely escaping with their lives, they found a little nook where a couple of forgotten prisoners were being kept. So they spiked the doors and hold up for the evening. So that's where we stand. It's you guys, a half naked, half orc. Named
Rhoderick.
Rhoderick, and then a human merchant named Frederick,
Mm-hmm.
and they are they're stuck in here with you. The half orc Rhoderick is he seems very, very eager, but it's kind of one of those remember those cartoons? I think they're Warner Brothers with the bulldog and the little dog, right?
Mhm.
And then the little dog was jumping around going, "Hey, what do you want to do? Want to go beat up some cats today?"
Hey, Spike, you want to
kind
go
of-
beat up some cats? You want to beat up some cats? Come
Yes.
on, Spike, let's go.
Yeah, that's kind of like what this half orc is like.
Oh, okay.
Size him up and down, and he looks, no pun intended, he looks pretty green. The human, however, he claims to be a merchant, but he says he has some experience procuring items. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Like, regardless of these guys, and this is me out of character, not my stupid actual character.
Nice.
We are beat to bejeebers, and Dagmark's like out of spells. So
bejeebers, and
we need to find a place to retreat, maybe.
Well, I thought that was the whole
I'll
point.
retreat. I mean, if I get out of a dungeon or just get.
Are we?
Yeah, I
Are,
don't think getting out is an option currently.
I mean, I thought we kind of backed off and put ourselves into a room. But
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
why we,
safe enough for like 8 hours worth of the amount of time it would take for all of us to rest and get our stuff back.
Well, what I would do is I would take a gander on this old random encounter table. Well,
See, I knew something like that was going to happen.
the most deadliest floor, which I haven't really been using the random encounter tables because you guys have really just run into all sorts of trouble. But what we can do is we can do 3 watches of random encounters. How does that sound?
Boy.
And just treat it like you would be, like you were in the woods doing your woody stuff. Woodsy stuff. All right.
Sounds fair
I
to
mean-
me.
I'll do the last watch because that's when I have to get up and pray.
First watch, second
All right.
watch. Okay. Well, all 3 watches. You So you all found maps, so you know where you are, and you know how this room is set.
Mhm.
And at various points during the night, you do hear some snuffling around on either side of where you are, because you guys are in like a little 10 by 10 room huddled together. And in the 2 storerooms that flank to the north and the south, you do hear like some scraping around and muffled voices at various points in the night, but nothing like tries to get through the secret doors, which are the doors to where you're at. So, I mean, you are pretty secure right there, and I mean, you have them spiked. But yeah, I mean, it's not a quiet night is spent by all, but it's definitely a safe night.
Continuing evidence that I use is kind of a garbage god because Moradin knows absolutely right where I am.
Could you not taunt the other god while you're praying? This is kind of how we ended up in this situation.
Again, Dagmark isn't very bright, but you're right. You're right.
It's okay, buddy. I'm here for you. And my own
Thanks.
safety.
Thanks.
I mean,
I did heal you.
You
You
definitely get the
did, and
feeling
I
that
appreciate that, which is more than I can say for the bard. But that's
Hey,
between
now.
you and me.
Rogers, being trash or not being trash, isn't really paying much attention to you. He has bigger fish to fry. But you did fuck with, you know, the direct line to him, so to speak, in his number one cleric's bedchamber.
I think we're going to do worse before we get out of here.
You probably will.
Oh, great.
But as it stands, you have your spells back. So Rick, you have time to study yours. Squitter, you get your spells are recharged. Everyone can grab a d6 worth of hit points on top of whatever Dagmark had given you after you guys got the fuck out of there.
All right. Oh, 2.
Yeah, and it's not like you're going to starve because there are storerooms to either side of you. It's not like the greatest quality stuff.
We do
I
have
mean,
rations as well.
right? But I mean, it was all there for, you know, ogres, trolls, ettins, and giants. So
We've eaten a lot worse, or at least I've eaten a lot worse.
all right, so here you are. For those of you paying attention to the map, you are in room 412.
So we got our full rest.
That is that.
How does
help?
using the hit dice work?
So what?
Like, if I wanted to use
doesn't,
hit dice
no,
for you to try to get a little bit of health back, could I?
No, that doesn't work like that in this game.
Okay, that's why I'm asking because I have no.
But I did say you can grab a d6
Oh, okay.
for spending the night. Yeah, it's
Okay.
technically you have to like leave the dungeon for everything. You're not even supposed to level up inside the dungeon, but where's the fun in that? You're supposed to go to Nulb and train. Because that's fun gaming right there. Okay, so it is the next morning. The half orc is, give me some armor, give me a sword, and I'll be right there with you.
Love to, but we're not
Payback
carrying
time.
one.
It's payback time, bitches.
Oh, good. We got a live one here.
Okay, out of the gate. I'm fresh and ready. Who needs more healing?
I'm good. I'm full.
Anybody?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Tiffany, you all right? I'll drop a spell on you. I got it. Morden's going to take care of you.
You know what? Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
That's reassuring.
I was gonna say save it, but it's like, yeah, no, we'll probably run into something, and I'll need those.
Yeah. Well, you
Right.
get 6 hit points. What do you think about
I
that?
will take it. I'm a lot less singed than I was.
Yeah, and the smell of like burning rug and ogre still like lies heavy in the air.
Not the worst thing I've smelled. I got used to it like about 10 minutes in the room.
Oh,
It improves the taste of these rations.
Honestly, it's better than what it smelled like before.
Oh no, it's still pretty bad, Timpani.
No. I mean, on the scale of foul, it was pretty foul in here before. This is a better foul.
It's the foul of victory.
from a certain point of view.
And barbecue.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Now, what would getting out of here do for us exactly, Squitter?
I haven't worked that part out, but I think I'm pretty.
Because we have to come back if we leave. And remember how we left last time and we had killed a whole lot of things? And then we had to go through those rooms that we killed things in before and new things that taken up residence that were equally annoying?
Also, these people
Well,
know
that's
who
what
we
I'll do.
are.
I'm not gonna lie, if we leave
Right.
again, I'm not coming back.
And
I mean,
Hedrick
I'm sorry
is-
about that, but they all know who we are. They at the very least know who I am.
Why would they know that exactly?
Because I did that thing to
Tiffany
the
doesn't know
IUs.
anything about what you did in that room. She was in the other.
Well,
She wasn't paying
Look
any
at you.
attention.
I just healed you, and you're trying to back away from me. Look at
well,
what
No,
you're
I
doing
don't
to
know.
me.
What did you did something? What did you do? I thought we had tripped an alarm or
There was
something.
that thing, and it was like a statue to IUs, and I was like, man, that isn't cool. And then I went into this trance and stuff, and then the next thing I knew, he knew who I was.
So
and
it's
that's why
somebody
I'll
touched something you shouldn't have touched.
look.
I'm not judging. I'm just asking.
I'm a priest of Moradin. I'm supposed to fight these
Yeah, but we're
thingy
kind of.
injustice-y things.
There's no better way to say it. We're elbow deep in the asshole of evil currently. I think they'd notice.
Yeah, but I mean, like they extra super noticed me.
Yeah, that would explain the gargoyles.
but luckily, friend, you've acquired that fetching elven cloak that keeps you hidden.
I don't think that matters.
Not for my ears, probably not here. I don't think.
I mean, if anything, should be able to see through that cloak. It should be a god, right?
And if we leave, it's just going to be a continuing problem. And
It may follow us if we leave. Actually,
yeah, I get what you guys are trying to create in the mode house. You know,
Oh, we haven't.
I'm not 100% on board, but I understand it. But this business, I am not. It'll just fester.
In a bad way.
In
Is
a
there a
really
good
bad way.
Right, and we have our opportunity now to strike at the head and get rid of this Hedrick bastard once and for all.
If you say so, Sora.
Yeah. Right? How powerful could he be? He's just the head of a temple of elemental evil. How many elements can there possibly be, right? 1, 2, 2. Yeah.
64.
Anyway, yeah.
I thought it was Weevil. Is it evil? I thought it was Weevil. Man, I am really confused.
The
The
Temple of
elemental
Elemental
can be-
Weevil.
I mean, weevils are pretty evil.
Dagmar's-
So
Dagmar's trying to save the corn harvest.
I thought we were just here for pest control. My bad.
This has all gone sideways on me.
I mean, what I'm saying is that if we have enough head time to summon the battle goats and we get a mega goat here, we could possibly take the priest out. Then, if we concentrate all of our firepower on him, then. But this feels like we're going to have a couple of other factors in place causing chaos to get this plan in motion. Suggestions?
I mean, the only chaos that I'm capable of causing is whatever fuckery we do ourselves.
Roderick,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wait, what do our two new guests do? I mean, it's like
you're
Yeah.
from the upper floors, correct?
No, I came down here to seek my fortune. Well, really to get some baubles, but I got caught.
And I thought I made bad business decisions.
I see. So you do not work with the temple at all.
Oh no. No. I'm I'm a prisoner.
I see.
Well, I was until you blokes freed me.
Aren't we all a prisoner to something?
Yes, and I was prisoner of the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Well, I mean, you had it much worse than me. I was a prisoner of Knowles.
No gnolls is good gnolls.
Just said the name of the movie in the movie.
Oof.
Sorry, I just had to point out a trope.
Hey, stay in your lane. Anyway. Ugh.
So, yeah.
So, but you have magic
the-
powers or brute strength by stuff of legends, right?
Well, to be honest with you, I kind of came here on a dare. I didn't realize it was going to be like full of ogres, ettins, gargoyles.
I mean, you should always assume
that guy
that-
with the fucking fire fingers, Jesus.
always assume there are ogres involved when you take a dare.
Whoa. Back it up some. What guy with the fire fingers?
Yeah.
He has like some, maybe it's not his fingers. He has a wand that shoots out fire.
You didn't catch his name, did you?
They were calling him, what were they calling him? They were calling him Senshock.
Senshock.
Sentinel.
He totally calls himself that. Nobody actually calls himself.
Yeah, everybody else
Yeah,
calls him
that's-
Frank.
Well, Frank or Senshock, whatever. He's one powerful dude.
He's a central worker.
Boo. Boo this man.
Anyway. All right. So we have to figure out how to deal with the Sensual. All right. Who else?
No, I'm just saying that I was kind of here on a dare.
Would you remember how to get out of here if we pointed you in the general direction?
Yeah, I suppose I could.
What about you, Frederick? Procurer of items?
I could suppose I could go, but I was not here on a dare. I came down here to seek my fortune.
Well, you didn't do a very good job of it, but still.
No, I'll admit that I've encountered a setback.
You can totally call being held captive and probably getting prepared to be sacrificed a setback.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's what you roll the dice, take your chances. But look, it's only a setback. Now you guys are here, and I see that you already points at Dagmark. You're a cleric.
According to, is this a human that's talking now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he points at Squitter and goes, eh. And then he points at Silric and says, you, my fine elf, a pretty bog standard to me.
That would be
How
correct.
dare-
Bog standard.
Wind blows through his hair.
It's been doing that the whole time.
Points at Squitter again. Looks at Timpani and says, you drag.
No.
Odd about
No.
you.
No.
You're not a thief. No. So, and goes
I've
back
stolen
to
a heart or
Squitter.
two.
Goes back to Squitter and says, looks at the bagpipes, the cowbell, the curly toes on his shoes.
It's exactly what you think it is, sir.
So it seems to me that at least temporarily, you can use a procurer of items.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Where the hell did my cousin go anyway?
Who knows?
Does he do this? I've been trying to figure this out since we were kids. I don't understand where he just disappears.
I mean, the last I saw him, it was in the room. And then he just walked up to the door and just disappeared.
Wait just a second, because I might just be figuring this out. Are Timpani and Boltana cousins? Are they related?
Yes.
How did I miss that? Where have I been?
Here, not paying attention.
Okay, fair.
It's okay. You have bigger things to do, like pray to a god that could possibly get us out of this mess.
And occasionally protect me from being killed.
Can't you open up a portal so we can at least bring in our army of mercenaries?
Who,
No.
me?
Yes, you.
No. Silric's the one that does magic. I do like healing and stuff.
I know.
Huh?
And considering the scale of this, you'd think he'd be able to make an exception. Not that. You know, or at least-
I get closer to Dagmar and I put a hand on his shoulder. It's okay. We can't kill the human right now, but maybe one day.
The ways of the gods are not our own.
Yes. Very mysterious, very inconvenient right now because we still have the problem of how to eliminate the cleric.
I seem to remember Moradin healing you at one point, so maybe a little bit
And
more
that-
respect.
But we still need a better way to get rid of our primary adversary, or we'll be stuck in this, elemental evil place for ages, weeks even,
Well,
hours.
we're hours. Well, I mean, we are back at essentially full strength. We have a gentleman here. Do you have any equipment?
Unfortunately, they relieved me of all treasures.
Yeah, at this point, do you have a knife?
If I had a knife, I wouldn't be stuck in this room.
Fair enough.
I'm sure there's a body or two along the way you can loot.
Looking at the map that we have, is there any indication of a room that might be an armory?
None of the none of the rooms are marked as such.
Okay.
You do remember in the burning room there was a bunch of weapons, but
Oh, they were going back in there. Okay. Timpani checks all her pockets, finds the dagger she keeps that she forgot she had. I'd rather you not run off with this, but I hand it to him. It's a +1 silver dagger. It's my backup weapon.
Aha.
fantastic. That will do. Now, where are we going there?
That is the question of the hour.
fellas?
Well, we pretty much cleared out the bottom quarter of the map here. Except for the gargoyles who might still be wandering around. We know
I just have this weird feeling that skull room is probably where the bad actors are.
Well, we
The
know.
skull couldn't
We
have
know.
anything to do with that.
Yeah, that's probably the locus of the evil.
I hate to point out the obvious.
Well,
What?
considering how many cultists we've met and how dumb they all are, yes, that would probably be the focus point.
And there is a room behind the altar that Hedrick has something to access. He has some type of item that permits access. He and his acolytes.
Uh-huh.
So perhaps we should try to find one of them. I mean, the less help that Hedrick has, the easier it's going to be to take him down.
Okay. I like this plan. Which one's first? Or should we try to recruit? Who should we try to recruit and dragoon into a makeshift charmed army?
Well, there might be some trolls here, pointing at 402.
Right.
Uh,
I mean, I think we're doing okay with ogres, but it's like, if the trolls do regenerate,
Ogres?
and we kind of
Or we were down to one.
we have no
Right.
more
Yeah,
ogres
oh, well.
left.
Well, that's what
We
I
don't
thought.
have
It was the thing. It's like, yeah, all those are crispy or dead. Or both.
yeah, no, I'm just
We
saying,
have
it's
no
like, maybe we can go
ogres.
find.
We have no ogres today.
And no, I'm just thinking that if we could restock up on an ogre or at least a hill giant or something like that, yeah, might
At
improve
least
our
a
odds.
Bill Giant.
Hmm?
I'm not used to
Yeah.
these bardic terms you're using.
Yeah. A giant of the hills of the foot. It's like
You know what I mean is
footsteps
I tend to avoid the things you want to talk to.
Yeah, about that. Anyway, let's see. I'm just saying that we need Hedrick to be going squishy as fast as possible, then, and I'd rather have someone else taking the damage first before we do.
Could we maybe leave the trolls alone? I mean, no reason.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go grab some trolls.
Dagmark says as he scratches out his left wrist.
Mm-hmm. We don't have to keep patrols. We just have to use patrols. It's permitted.
I wasn't arguing to not get them. I'm just saying I'm not like keen on looking for them. I'm sure we'll come across plenty of other things.
Remind me at
I
the
still don't
next.
really like you using that damn skull that much.
Me as the player, I'd be all about getting some trolls, but my character
yeah.
has weird troll-related issues.
I don't have any. Tiffany's just cautious. A, doesn't trust Squitter. B,
Hang out with
What?
a halfling who
Doesn't
tries
trust
to steal
Twitter.
their wallets,
Yeah.
and then they.
I'm not asking you to
ball
trust
up.
me. I'm asking you to say yes to using a troll against a cleric who's probably going to try to fry us, considering what everyone else is trying to do.
I didn't
here.
say no. I just said I'm not keen on looking for one.
Well, that's why they go first.
Well, if you think that's within your skill set,
I mean, let's put it to you this way. It's like we can try it, and if not, it's like we've got a way to put them down too, I think. Right? Let's see.
sounds good. Let's roll.
Let's go find some
So
trolls.
where exactly are you trying to go to?
Bring out the ranger. See if they can pick up the tracks of some trolls.
Back out into 410, up the diagonal corridor to 409, and across the hall to 402.
Oh, formulaic. Sorry.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, 4-2 was where the trolls were, weren't there?
Yeah.
Now, what order are we going in?
Well, Silric seems to be in control of this. This all sounds like his idea. Let's let him lead us.
Okay, I'll go in front.
No, I'm sorry.
No,
I
no,
meant
no.
Squitter.
Oh.
Wrong S. The wrong S.
Sorry, that's
Wow.
two S names. It's really complicated for me.
Honestly, we should
Yeah.
just let the goat do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy,
Anyway,
can we make another Ultra Goat? Because I really like doing that.
but I like making the Ultra Goats too, believe me. I'm not against the Ultra Goats. I think the Ultra Goat and the full combination is the way to go. So, alright. Yeah, let's go up that way and see what we run into.
I
Well,
mean, we also have this new thief friend that could check doors for us.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're going to do? Have the
Yes.
have Frederick go out in front?
followed by Squitter.
Followed by Squidder. And then the rest of you give us backup.
I'll go behind
Softly
Squitter.
call. Thank you. You trolley.
Yeah, I am behind Squitter as far away as I can be.
Thank you.
I
When
usually
battle
bring up
go-
the rear, but if he wants to be as far as he can be away from Squitter, I guess I'm in the middle.
And we'll put Roderick over next to Timpani. He can come with us, and we'll get him stuff as soon as we find it.
What happened to Frederick?
He's the thief.
Yeah, but there's Roderick and Frederick.
Oh, well, Roderick, you are going to show him how to get out. What you had told him, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, go this way. Do this. Do that. And we'll point to him the safest route that we know,
Yeah.
Okay.
which would probably lead him out through the bandits' quarters.
He's on his own as far as that's concerned.
Say you're an ally of the Opal Order, and they'll understand.
If he's
Especially,
trying to escape, I'll give him my gear, that fire elemental temple stuff we had. You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
the robes.
Yeah, I'll just give that to him.
Nice.
Are you telling is Roderick on his own once he gets out? Or are you giving him directions to the moat house?
Sure, I'll give him directions to the moat house, and he should speak to the quartermaster there, and
You can just make up names.
all right.
They're your people.
I mean, it was great.
It's a great people name.
That was Elvish for Baldric.
Uh-huh.
Roderick, and Baldrick? Okay.
Yeah.
Baldrick.
Yeah, he's the quartermaster.
What about Tuldrick?
There is no Taldric.
What?
I'll give him 2 days worth of rations as well for my bag, and tell him where I spotted water along the way, and etc.
Okay.
If he's genuinely trying to leave and be alive, I'll try to help that.
You wanna throw him a little bit of cash?
I don't know. Do you?
I mean,
Oh, you're
Maybe.
talking about, if you recall, his name was Doom.
No, I do not recall, but we'll just roll with it.
his name
That
was
is the name of well, it was Lareth's lieutenant, was Doom.
We can afford to give him like 5 gold pieces, can't we? I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fine. Here, and buy yourself something nice.
Oh,
you
this
know.
is enough to level up.
All right. So yeah, we'll give him that. We'll give him directions to the moat house. Tell him to speak to Dung, and we may have a job for him.
I don't even have a job for me. What's my job?
Your job is justice and being the
Oh.
hammer of Moradin.
Oh, good point. Good point. Sorry, I forgot.
Justice on the end of a hammer. All right, so you guys are moseying up to 409, correct?
Yes. Along the diagonal hallway.
Okay. So tell me how you're doing this. So right now you're in 412. How exactly are you doing this?
Well, we'll go to 411.
Right.
Listen at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If we don't perceive anything outside in 410, we will unspike the door, or however we sealed it, and head into 410. And then head northeast up that corridor in our marching order.
Okay.
And we'll at least guide Rhoderick over toward 401 so he can get the hell out.
Okay. Sure.
Go that way. Really, really fast.
The classics.
All right. Well, we're not there yet.
If something gets in your way, turn.
There you go.
We're at 411, correct?
Yes.
And we're listening at the door, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Should I
All
roll
right.
the d6, or do you want to roll the d6?
You can roll the. Well, who's listening? Is it going to be Frederick? You can have the NPCs do all the work.
Why not?
I mean, I'll do it.
That's what
That
we're
way-
here for.
That way we don't have the NPCs doing all the work. We don't. That's not fun.
Oh.
That's a solo game.
All right. Fine.
I'll listen at the door.
Okay.
And I got a 2.
And what's your listen at door?
2 and 6.
All right. So, you actually hear, you hear some noises on the other side of the door, muffled words, really loud though. I mean, they're muffled because there's a door, but nobody's making any effort to not be loud.
There's
So,
somebody.
I mean,
out
it's
there.
booming. It's like a booming voice.
Only one?
Yeah.
There's somebody out there.
Somebody friendly?
It's the
What
Temple
room
of
have we walked
fucking
into where
elemental evil.
anybody's
No.
fucking friendly?
Well, you've got Frederick and
We've never run into anyone friendly down here who's not in trouble.
Frederick.
All right. So we could do this a couple of ways, I guess. We can split half our forces, come out of 413 and 411 and surround whoever this is.
Okay.
Or we can all pile out this door.
No, let's get somebody to flank whoever it is. Yeah, like a
What do you
flanking
think?
model here. But can we get the entangle spells ready?
I mean, you just kind of cast it.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's just, but that's the plan here versus any other weird surprises in the mix. Here, but we're gonna try and entangle and then see if they're usable for shock troops later. It's not for,
If that's how you want to try it.
yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we flanking the
Is it-
guy, or we?
Where are you people even on this map? I don't see a 406 anywhere.
11. We're in 11.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Well, could I point out on the map that
There
it
is
goes
no
from
406.
402? There's no 406. I felt like I was lost in oblivion.
406 is above 405 where it says BA.
Right.
That is-
Oh,
Beck and I were both like, where is this? Like, we're both in our 50s. Give me a break.
And that's not an excuse. I'm in my 50s. And I just had
What
to
is this
call
big
it out.
Gray on other gray.
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
Good work.
all right, we're all in our, except for Nicole. Oh,
We
and
got a
Brian.
ways to get there.
I think Brian's a AARP member.
hey. Yeah, it's like, not now. It's like,
Totally.
Beck said she has no shame for not seeing gray on slightly lighter gray.
I heard her.
Well, I mean, technically, you were in 412, which is also gray on slightly lighter gray, and it just says 12.
But I thought we'd backed all the way around and we're going to go through 402.
Yes,
I
but
have no idea.
once we got to the door of 411, we listened, and there was a voice in 410.
Right.
yes, which is what we
Oh,
want.
I mean,
I thought we were doing
do it
something in
this way, 'cause,
402
like,
is where we heard
now
my
everything
bad.
is- the most deadliest floor of this dungeon is on high alert. So, I mean, you can't just zoom wherever you're going. You have to see if anything's in your way.
All right, okay. Thanks, Stephen Fry.
Wait, 409 or 411? No, just kidding. Okay. Yeah, this looks easy enough for us to, to hit them
How
from
is
both
Stephen
sides.
Fry an insult? What did he do?
No, it's just Stephen Fry really explains things thoroughly.
Oh, all right.
That was the joke I was making.
All right.
Sorry, man. Nothing but love for you, Steve.
Cancel Stephen Fry.
I'm the biggest Stephen Fry fan of all.
All right. So, who is at the door of 411? Who is at the door of 413?
Well, I guess I'm at 411 since that's the door I was listening at.
Okay.
I'll take 411.
I'll be 413 just to be ready with a spike or whatever if we have to make sure the door is shut.
All right. And I'm assuming Timpani is with Dagmar.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you want Frederick?
With Timpani and Dagmark.
Okay.
Because whatever it is, I hope we're going to go out like a second or two before them. That way they are behind him.
Okay.
At least that's what I think. What do you guys? Are you guys okay with that?
All right. I am going to give you a bonus on your initiative
Sweet.
because you are doing this. So whoever's rolling the d6 can add 1.
Dagmark, is Moradin with us?
Oh boy. A D6?
Yep. +1.
Moradin's beard. He's forgotten us.
Oh no!
2. A 2.
I rolled a 2, so you guys get effectively rolled a 3, right?
Well,
With the bonus.
I rolled a 1 with a +1.
Oh, all right. Well, then do it again.
I appreciate your honesty.
All right, it's a 5. Yeah, I'm
I
not gonna
rolled a
elaborate.
3, which is it's funny because on these dice, if you hold it so the curves of the 3 are facing down, it looks like a butt.
I rolled a 4 with a +1, but I would like to note that I am rolling the dice that Becky's mom, Irene, gave me for Christmas, and they're awesome.
I thought you were
Morgan is
finna blame
with
him for something.
Irene. All
No,
right.
I'm trying to give them a little honor so they'll roll better.
That's fair.
All right, so guys go bursting into the room, and in the room there is an Etchen, and
Yes.
he's got a gargoyle kind of on a leash, just kind of using
Yes.
gargoyle like a hunting dog.
Ooh.
Oh, we have so got this.
So you guys have the initiative of this.
All right, well, let's see. Since I can't charm monsters, but I can bring out the Skull of Power, I attempt to use the Skull of Power to swing him over to our righteous cause.
I thought you were gonna entangle them.
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, later. It's like, let's see. Let's just. Oh yeah, Wade, you're right. The entangle is the better thing. Precaution. Fine, it's like I cast entangle on the Etten.
Okay, so the Etchen gets a save against spells, correct?
Right. I mean, save versus death is also cool, but take him down.
Now let's see how the Etchen does against your entanglement.
Or gargoyle feeling like a freak on a leash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the gargoyle also gets. I mean, they're kind of within the range. What's the range of that spell? What's the area of effect?
Yeah, hold on just a second. Let's see, looking up little spell guide here. I think it's a 10 by 10, but yeah. Yeah. Who's got the book?
Who's got the book?
Yeah, hold on.
I got it right here.
Okay, thank you.
Entangle, range 80, 20-foot radius area.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that can take it.
All right, so vines burst forth from the ground and wrap themselves around both the Etchen and the gargoyle,
Yes.
immobilizing them.
All right.
There you go.
Now
Yes,
is the time for the skull, and I will forego my action for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he already
prepared.
went.
Yeah. So I now attempt to exert dominion
Whoa, whoa,
over.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh.
I'm passing.
You went.
Yeah.
You went.
Great. Squitter went. I'm passing.
Yep.
Oh wait, is it me and Nicole? Or just
Yeah, he entangled them.
Dagmar's like, I don't think I'm even in the room.
Yeah,
Dagmar's in the
you're
other
all-
room wondering why spells in OSE cover way more area than you think they would, and take longer than you think they would, and last longer than you think they would. It's very weird. But anyway, I'm standing there with a spike and a mallet. Also,
Okay. So you're also basically foregoing your action, right?
Squitter obviously has this under control.
Yeah, kind of. If everyone's all kind of cool with this and no one wants to take a stab at it, I think the next step
Well,
is
the next step is to see if the Etten can break free of this spell, or if he
Right.
can untangle himself.
Mhm.
Right?
Yep.
Is that possible?
I will check.
I'm checking right now. Through spells. Tangle.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it looks like one and
Nope,
done.
it is. Yep, entangled and can't move. All right. There you go. Entangled and can't move.
Hold on. Stupid train.
Well, all right.
Hmm?
Said, well, all right.
All right. So now we've got one entangled Etten and a gargoyle.
Yep.
It's your show, Squitter.
All right. I bust out the skull and I just, I just say, do you know what this is?
They both, well, the Etten goes slack jawed. Gargoyle's just dumbass gargoyle. Gargoyle don't give a shit.
Yeah. We get that a lot. Anyway.
All right. So the Etten is going to say versus spells.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not like dumbfounded. You have to state your case.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's like, now is the time for Ettins to be Ettinized. And join with us to take your rightful place as the true rulers of the Temple of Elemental Evil with us.
Whoa, what's that?
It's like, he's not going to buy it otherwise, all right? He's an Ettin. Just roll with it. You see what we can do with this power of entanglement. Now we can do it to so many others here, but you can be a kin in this horrid dungeon with us. All we have. It's like, but you have to help us defeat the pretender to the throne. Thank you.
So, all right. So, you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I wasn't expecting to make a case to an editor. No, it's like,
Well, I mean, you have to. You're making
no,
a,
no, I'm not
you're
saying
making
no.
a charisma roll, basically.
Yeah, I'm happy. Like,
Okay. So this is what happens.
all right.
So one head is looking at you going, that sounds pretty reasonable. They told us there were intruders, but who in their right mind would come in here? Yeah, I bet you anything that Hedrick, he's just trying to consolidate his power. Are there other people on your side? Let's go get them. And the other head's like, wait a minute now. Something smells a little fishy. This Joker pulls out it's a beautiful skull, and it is kind of giving me a little bit of wood, but I don't think we can trust this guy.
There's plenty more skulls like this for you if you help us get rid of Hedrick.
All right, so basically what happened was one head is on board, the other head is pretty indifferent.
Right. What motivates an Etten?
Well, I mean, that's your thing. That's the result of what you
I
did.
know, I know. It's like, well, what do you think, guys? We've got a half-convinced Etten. Here, do we just eliminate it or try to work with it?
What do you mean work with?
I don't know. It's like there's a possibility he could turn on us um, at any unusual moment if it gets too weird, and he could either retreat, attack us in the middle of attacking Hedrick, uh, or someone else have to come up with something more convincing for to get rid of the
The
resistant head.
the only none of these other guys have the power that you do because none of these other guys are using this skull. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the Squitter cut bait show when it comes to this skull.
Right. Well, yeah. Come on, man. It's like you may have misgivings now, and you may have misgivings later, but you'll still be getting some giving. And there's
Could you
treasure
just
for
send
you.
him away? Could you just have him leave?
Yeah, Jack, suppose we could. You know what?
It'd be one less thing to fight, but on the other hand, we're probably gonna have to fight this guy later.
I mean,
You know what I
it's like
mean? If he gets released in the wilderness,
yeah. All right.
if we're not going to be fighting this thing, somebody's going to be.
Yeah. Well,
Because
but
this is a creature that kills and eats other people. So.
and we can deal with that later. But as long as he's not right now trying to kill us and eat us with this pet gargoyle thing, I think maybe sending them up to the surface, for the time being, is a better course of action, and might be more easy to convince him to do that than to help us take down Hedrick. Ben.
See if we can find something else that your talents work better on.
Yeah, it's like at least one where we don't have to deal with heads. Yeah, Ben seems to be.
I mean, ethically, I'm against it, but
Yeah, all the other
and,
monsters, we just talked our way into it. We're not mind controlling them.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm talking about releasing him into the wild to
This
make
isn't
other people's lives worse.
not mind control. It's more like seduction, but like advertising, right?
Yeah.
So mind
Right.
control.
More like it's more like not like mind control, but it's more like like.
Wait a minute. I just had an evil idea.
Uh-oh.
How evil. Wait. Sorry, the temple was given to me.
Okay, so again, I can't speak for. I'm speaking out of character, but what if you sent this Eden and his goblin to go beat the crap out of those hobgoblins that were holding the door behind us?
Oh.
And perhaps they'll just go ahead and solve that problem for us.
Mm. Yeah.
So wait, what are you doing?
And if they don't, then we can just figure out, we'll just sort out what happened up there after we deal with going on down here.
Okay.
Aren't those hobgoblins or whatever that was in that guard room that's guarding that secret entrance we've been coming and going from?
Yeah. All right. Let's get rid of a hobgoblin.
Steve, I mean, are you remembering what I'm talking about?
The hobgoblins.
Are they hobgoblins or bugbears? I always confuse those two things.
I mean,
where was it? The secret
humanoid
entrance that you've been coming in and out of.
Yeah, the secret entrance we've used to leave once already and go all the way back to Hamlet and then come back through. And those guys were still there.
Those aren't hobgoblins. It's
What are they?
Tiffany's girlfriend's bandit brigade.
Okay, whatever. You know what I mean. villains. Can I just use the word villains?
Hey, that bother me. That's what they are.
Yeah, they're villainous villains that were hanging out there.
I wouldn't say it to their face, probably, but
Yeah.
No, it's come down to this
Okay,
sooner
so
or
you
later.
send the Etten up to that broken tower that you've been using to come in and out and wreak havoc among the bandits.
Yeah. And then we'll
Yeah.
just sort it out on our way out.
I like this plan. All right, that's what we do.
Allow me to make a note of
I would
it.
like to point out this was Squitter's idea all along. Dagmark had no part of it.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just waiting for his use of the skull to fucking bite us in the ass.
You know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote hobgoblin. They're sending a hobgoblin.
See? That wasn't crazy.
No, you are, because
Okay, all right, whatever.
and a gargoyle goblin. To clear out the bandits. Okay. We'll see how that plays out. All right, so
We just created a solo home game for Steve to play out on his own.
We just keep sending things back to fucking Hamlet.
He gets to war game it out.
all right, so the vines retreat back into the ground, and the Etten starts tromping up the passageway, the diagonal passageway, pulling the gargoyle like an untrained dog, as the gargoyle is like scratching into the dirt with its nails, trying to like attack you as the Etten pulls it along. All right. So there you are. That was room 410. Now what do you guys do?
We're gonna head north, east,
Okay.
into 409,
Up the diagonal passage.
up the diagonal passage.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you go up the diagonal passage, and 409 is it is empty. You see the remains of the troll battle that you had fought earlier with the burned out husks of trolls. And you can see there's like in that hallway with the stairs, there's a lot of running around. There's ogres and trolls pouring out of 402, heading back down towards the skull-shaped area.
Could we have
You're-
like
you hear
numbers, please?
Shouts and everything coming from down in the temple area.
Like a quick assessment. How many ogres and trolls?
You see, it's okay. So pouring out, maybe that's a little extreme, but they're coming out like in twos. So
It's a skull of command, not a miracle worker.
there's 8, 9, 10. It's like you count maybe like 12 ogres coming down. There's like a number of trolls, like 4 of them, and like a uncountable amount of bugbears.
Well, that's not good.
Hmm.
Moradin's anvil.
pulling everybody towards the central area.
Okay. Now, if only we had some way. Hmm. How do other people?
Unless
Yeah.
one of us has a thermonuclear weapon, I think this is probably undoable by us.
Wait.
Man,
Oh,
I'm not
hey.
doing it.
I mean, it's like this isn't a zone where I could summon some earth elementals, is it?
No, it's still hewn stone.
Damn it! We need some way to break some hewn stone.
We're in a goddamn building. What do you want?
I don't know, something, someplace where I can use just elemental, earth elemental summoning rock. So,
Again, we're in a temple.
yeah, I know. I don't understand how they work that out, but all right. So,
What do you mean? How we go down? It's a fucking temple. Human, you understand how buildings work, right?
Okay. Do they have bound elementals doing their stuff for them?
No,
Is that a thing we've seen with bound elementals?
that is not a thing you've seen.
That kills that idea.
yeah, I could have used the fire elemental already on these.
Yeah, because I got a protection from elementals thing. If we could set things loose on these guys, I could protect us, but they're not,
Yeah.
there's nothing to set loose.
Yeah, yeah. This is a hazard. Let's go to.
Well, while they're heading toward the skull, maybe we
Hmm.
should wait until they stop flooding out of this room and then head over
Oh,
to
yeah.
402 and look around down there. Maybe we'll find something useful.
Yeah, let's keep it here. Let's go with that.
Okay, Roger.
So take-
The opposite way they're going. You go that way.
okay. Up those stairs there.
Yeah, yeah.
Then what? And then what? And you could see like now that he's seeing like all these ogres and trolls, like they don't have military precision. Don't get me wrong. They're ogres and trolls. But
Mhm.
you see like he's kind of sweating a little bit.
Or you can hang with us.
What? And he's breathing heavy. Hang against all this. You guys are gonna fight those,
Not
I mean,
right
ideally,
this,
no.
Not right this second.
but I didn't think there was gonna be so much down here.
Neither did we, to be fair.
Well, I've heard stories that this is the most dangerous level of the temple.
I believe those stories.
It's like
It's
a
a
voice
rumor.
in my head that keeps saying it over and over. So,
Every Monday, like clockwork.
He gets like this sometimes. He had a death experience. It wasn't a near-death experience. It was definitely a death. And some things changed.
He says, "You know what?" And he gives like a big gulp. He goes, I don't know what to do. I'm terrified to face what you are all going to face, but then again, I'm terrified not to be around you. And he kind of looks sheepishly and says, I have a confession. You could see his loincloth is a little damp. This is I'm a level 1 fighter.
Oh boy.
how the hell did you get down here?
That's a
Yeah, did he fall through a hole? What happened?
He just kept walking through doors like we did, just got stupidly lucky. Or unlucky.
No, he got captured.
He got captured upstairs and brought the fuck down here. You don't even know what the fuck's going on.
I mean, maybe he's got like super luck or something like that, and we should keep him around.
I don't know if I'd call this super luck. He's stuck with us. We aren't exactly the most apt people.
What? Why is Squidder's move always of what value is that person for me?
Bard,
Chaos.
Bard, and
Chaos.
chaos.
He's so hardcore
In
with that character.
in that order, Bard and chaos. No, actually, human, Bard, chaotic. In that
Yeah.
order.
Right.
But then he does say, but you were able to tell that end what to do.
Oh
You
boy.
told him to leave, and he just left. I think I have to stick with you.
I lean close to I lean over to you, Silver. This is how cults get started, and I don't want to be a part of the cult of Squitter.
We're not part of the cult of Squitter.
I'm just making sure we're all on the same page because I don't like this.
I'm not trying to start.
You mind
Hey.
your business. I wasn't talking to you.
An exclamation point just went up on the top of that character's head. I have a quest for you.
All right, so he's a level 1 fighter. He's pretty much useless. This is out of character, by the way.
Well, he's even more useless because we don't have any weapons to give him.
Right.
Anyway.
We don't have armor, an extra set of armor. We don't have extra weapons to give him. Should we just guide this kid out of here?
I mean, I have a bow, but I don't really want to give it to him because I'm scared he'll kill himself with it.
I give him my sling and my stones. He can stand behind us, I guess.
He could be our David versus Goliath.
I could soak him down in holy water.
I mean, he's
Not the guy,
enough.
the stones. Okay.
I mean, you need to may need to soak him in it, honestly.
Really?
If you recall,
Or we could do both. Whatever.
if you recall, Denmark, you have
Oh,
a
wait,
sling stone that is +3 to hit and replenishes itself.
A what and a who and a what again?
You have a magic
Oh,
sling
yours.
stone.
You have a magic sling stone. It's +3.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, I have to apologize. We just replaced our computers and Windows 11 destroyed a bunch of my data. So I this character sheet version doesn't have it, but I'll write it down.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
But what if there's a chance that he's lying to us and he's actually something like a storm giant in disguise and he just wants to test us?
Then
Yeah.
he's a better bard and con man than you because he pissed himself on command.
Yeah. Ugh.
You said that much more tact than I was about to.
Yeah. All right.
And he hasn't even seen the goddamn battle goats.
Oh God,
Wow.
he may have a heart attack when he sees the fucking goat, like Mega Goat.
Oh yeah.
Mega Goat's gonna kill him.
Mm-hmm. Well, this will make it all worth it, Ben. But well, all right. Well, we have to come up with a plan eventually here about what to do with the kid and what to do with troll bait here. So,
We're taking the kid with us.
okay.
I mean, we don't really have much of a choice. He won't live to get out.
Yeah, he
From
won't
down
live to
here.
get out on his own. We can guide him out, or we can just take him with us.
Take him with us.
All right,
That's my part.
Roderick.
We'll make
Yes.
him useful yet.
All right.
Yes.
Dagmark, you're giving him the sling, correct?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Keep that sling. Stay behind.
I'm not giving him that magic stone though.
All right, you're just giving him the normal rocks.
Yeah.
And
I'll give him a little holy water
All right.
spritz.
If
But
the shit hits the
that's-
fan, stay behind me.
I may have to use that rock and hold it in my hand and beat somebody's head in with it. I don't know. Dagmark's kind of crazy like that.
Yeah.
Tie it to a stick and it's a little hammer.
A
Tiffany
war
is really like, of all the times Tiffany's question, "Why am I with you people?" This might be one of the worst ones. It's like, oh god, even the dwarfs lost it. He's threatening to beat people with a fucking sling stone.
Frederick,
Yeah.
while you guys are like huddled in the doorway or the archway of 409, Frederick looks at you and says, "Hey, I think the coast is clear."
Okay. And we will Scooby Doo across the hallway into 402.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom.
Two looks basically like a mirror of 409. You see evidence that there were at one point, well, 4 trolls definitely live here. There's 4 bedrolls tiled in the northeast corner of the area, but there's no trolls there right now. There
But how's the
are,
degreasing power?
well, that would be in 409.
I thought that's where we were going.
No.
Oh wait, never mind. It's the mirror of 409, so it's very greasy in here.
The east wall is covered by a huge tapestry, which looks vaguely. It might not be the exact same tapestry because this isn't like a video game where they only had to make one, plaster it all over the place, but it is very familiar thematically. It's an epic battle between the forces of good and evil, and it looks like good is once again getting squashed.
Well, we know what happened.
Humans and humanoids are being blasted to the ground by magical rays issuing forth from the eyes of a gigantic, rotund, wrinkled face floating in the air.
Zorion? Sorry, my 90s is showing.
Yeah.
Bring me
got
demi-humans with attitudes.
I always knew he was evil.
Psst, we're demi-humans.
Look behind the tapestry. Or is it nailed down hard?
I don't know. Are we in Oz?
What can it hurt at this point?
I think we need to look for a supply room.
I think that the head might be Garrett Bobby Ferguson.
Just all right, so non-Dagmarky. I think if we get a supply room, we can find like barrels of flammable liquid, and I would really want to set that whole lower area on fire.
Dagmar, can I make a suggestion? Can we not set things on fire anymore?
But how about that whole lower area? What if we just set it on fire?
it really hurt last time. I'm saying.
I'm just saying we could set it on fire this time, and you could stand back a little bit.
Maybe when we leave.
All right.
We also have this tendency to get lost, and I don't.
Fair enough.
It'll be just our luck. It's just like, yeah, that's the way out, and we're wrong.
No, now we've got the map.
But that skull room, I really want to set it on fire. That has
never stopped us from being wrong before.
Curse your rightness.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's a sound. Yeah, that's a sound opinion. But, alright, either way. Still, let's at least find the inflammables. Just so that we have
I like fire just as much as the next psychotic dwarf pyromaniac, but I don't want to be burned again. It didn't feel good.
Let's get ourselves burned. I'm saying let's make sure we know where the gear is, so in case we change our mind, we have it as an option. I'm not taking it off the table because, hello, trolls.
I mean, I'm not either, but I'm also very flammable. I hold up my sword.
Yeah, wasn't great.
So, what are you guys doing in forward?
Arguing about flame, apparently.
I don't even know what's happening anymore, honestly.
Uh, really, honestly, I was trying to figure out there's a whole bunch of people there that are evil that want us dead. And I was like, how is the most efficient way to kill all of them?
No,
Because
I
I'm
appreciate your
kind of a
enthusiasm.
psychopath.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but somebody has to go. You know that could kill us too. Maybe don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I was playing a numbers game with life and death.
Our problem is I don't think we can take a sustained battle even with a battle goats on our side, so we need something
Well,
to even
yeah.
the odds.
Yeah, honestly, that's really where we are.
Well, let's take the diagonal path into 405.
Mm.
After we search
Diagon
this room.
alley. One would say.
All right. So in this room, you find within their bedding, there are 4 locked chests.
Ooh.
Wait, were they just cuddling with the chest as they slept?
I mean, there's not really a lot of places for them to keep their personal belongings. So it's
No, I just imagine them just lovingly cuddling their chest as they slept in that way. It's a soft chest.
So there's an easy chair.
This is my sleeping loot.
Exactly. This is my bedtime chest. Keeps me warm at night.
So
My mother made it.
got these 4 chests. they're not very large chests, but
I mean, it takes all size. Can't all have large chests.
They're like strong boxes.
yeah, each one of them is locked.
We'll come back to that because that's a Boltana thing. We don't want to have the NPCs
Where
doing.
the fuck did he go anyway?
I don't know. I can't reuse Manuki.
Really had to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Well, if he keeps stealing our ale, yes, he will have to keep going to the bathroom.
All right, so you guys are going to go. Oh, and also you find behind the tapestry on the east wall there is a door.
What? Really? Hey guys, look at this.
It is an iron-bound door, and it is locked.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Although one of the gems could have been. We haven't actually found anything about any of the gems that go in that skull, have we?
Yeah.
No.
We need to.
Well, no, those gems are all in the pocket dimensions of the elements.
Somebody could have taken one out to gaze at it and forgotten to put it back.
Suppose that is a possibility.
I mean, we can hope it's a possibility, if anything.
Yeah, I just don't think we're going to have much luck finding the actual gems, but they're supposed to fit into this bin.
Clearly, you.
Weirdly, I have a castable find traps, but I don't have a castable knock.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. That's a cleric thing.
Oof. Hazards of a field.
All right, so you go down the diagonal passage into a large rectangular room, almost square, with a number of doors set on the western and northern walls. There's a strong odor of food in the area.
Strong odor of food, as in.
I cast detect food.
Oh, Jesus. He inhaled deeply the aroma of food here.
Well, there's a number of long tables in the center of the room, and you see, because you cast detect food,
I didn't. I don't have that
I,
as
I, I, I don't think that's an actual spell, but
We can pretend.
I'm just going with it. There are like empty, half-eaten meals. It's almost as if, you know, there was a meal in progress when the alarm was sounded, and there they
Oh,
go.
I wonder who that alarm was sounded for.
I don't know, but I feel bad for whoever it was.
Yeah. What a bunch of idiots running around in this dungeon.
I mean, most of the people that are running around in this dungeon are idiots. No offense to present company.
Yeah. No. That's fair.
What's in the rooms to the north?
I mean, in 406,
Yeah.
A
Start with
and
A.
B.
Yeah, we'll start with A.
Okay, so it is a closed door. It is not locked.
Housekeeping.
So you're just gonna open up the door.
Yeah, I'm just
Which
gonna
one?
open it.
A or B?
A.
Um, so A looks like it is a looks like it's the quarters of some sort of ghastly humanoid monster.
Hey, this guy must be important. He's got a room with a door.
Only the rich have dough.
Yeah, so there's a so there's two beds, like cots, oversized. It looks like it was hastily, there's clothing and bits of ogre size armor thrown about.
Can I use a little dwarfy construction knowledge to think that these are maybe quarters that were built for creatures?
Yeah, I mean that's clearly what they are. This is like the it looks like you stumbled into like the dining area slash living quarters of some of the
So, like all the other doors that we're seeing in this particular room are probably going to lead to the same sorts of cells, like
right,
almost in a monastic kind of building.
right, more military or
Well, yeah, military, but you know what I mean, spare.
summer campish, yeah.
So can we press fast forward on time and assume we search all these rooms and find the things we
Yeah,
need?
there's really nothing
Okay.
happening in these
That's
rooms.
kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah. It looks like they. It doesn't look like they're abandoned. It just looks like they were hastily vacated.
Well,
Like
I
this whole
mean,
area,
obviously we know they were lived in. We saw the people that live here run out of it.
right? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be oppositional and deckish.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
In a weird way, it makes sense.
So now, what do you guys want to do?
$407.
Do 408 and et cetera look like more of the same?
Yeah, 408 looks like there's the the bunks are slightly smaller. There's but yeah, it looks like more barracks. There's like there's definitely a musty, like whatever the humanoid monster equivalent to testosterone lingering in the air.
Anything useful through here?
Not really. I mean, it's like everything is oversized for you, especially for
Oh,
you. It's slightly
Carrots.
smaller than the stuff that was in the mess hall bunking area, but it's still like bigger than you are, and slightly bigger than the humans, and bulkier than the elves.
Squitter, do you want to take a look at 407 and see if maybe there's somebody there that you could give talking to?
yeah, I like this idea. It's like, boop, bumping into 407. It's like, let's see. But, alright. Do, 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 do.
Okay.
Hello.
So Squitter is going up to 407
Yeah,
alone.
yeah. Like, no need to bring the rest of you in on this one. This will be an easy clear.
Hmm?
Okay. Um, so you go up through that little passage to the north, and as you go up, the rest of you, what are the rest of you doing while Switter's going to do this?
Getting my munch on.
All right, so you
Hanging
guys are going to
around.
try and eat the disgusting
Mm,
food. Excellent.
just like
How's that
just
taste?
like Mom used to make.
Yes.
Good.
Everybody make a wisdom check. So a little lower than your wisdom.
I made mine. Wait, I made mine.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, that's something I'm actually good at.
All right. So as you start poking around this air quotes food, um, Dagmark and Timpani, you notice that Frederick is not around. Meanwhile, Squitter, you are sneaking up the hallway. Make a listen roll
Alright.
or hear
Hold on.
noise. Listen at doors. It's listen at doors.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to use that as a general. Can you hear?
Ooh. Alright, I got a 1. Which I think makes it.
That it does. So um, you hear somebody. Um, it looks like they're going through stuff. Like somebody's. It sounds like somebody's rolling the room.
Alright. Well, I cautiously open the door and say, I could in
Well,
fact
there's
but
no
hear.
door.
Oh,
There's no door.
okay, okay. Oh, wait, I'm going through that entrance. Gotcha. Alright. Well, I try to get a closer look at what it is
Okay,
than
so
when I hear them
it
on the far
looks
side.
like it looks like there is an ogre. A lone ogre is starting to like go through. There's at least four cots in this room, and it looks like
Okay.
this one ogre is going through everybody else's shit.
Mm.
And now, what's your armor class?
That is currently at a 6, right?
Six, you say?
6. Because it's level +1.
All right.
Um,
Well,
wow.
and we're going to leave it right here. But the rest of you hear the scream of pain.
That's not me.
Well, it is you. As
Oh.
you take 11 points of damage to turn around to see
Ow.
yourself grinning at you with a blade in your coming out of
Damn
your
it.
back.
Ah.
Now the ogre also hears this.
Backstabbing. Oh.
So never split the party. It's not for Call of Cthulhu only.
I had that coming.
So next time we will deal with the doppelganger blues, and that'll be that.
But yes, from an Etin to a doppelganger. There's a nice poetry to that.
Thanks everyone for playing, you guys, and thanks for listening, whoever does that. And next time we'll just like go right into the action.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yes.
Good night, everybody.